Don't worry, freaking Ruben is he'll be on.
Hey, we're live right now, Dom. All right, sorry we're starting a little late. JJ's on his way. Trying to figure it all out real quickly. 2 minutes late. Dang, that stinks, but okay. Yeah, it was quick. We had to get it. The episode ran longer than last week. Hold on, let me see something real quickly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just checking on JJ real quick. So this is the one thing I'm going to say before we get into this, and it's probably going to be JJ will probably help out with this later. It's very interesting. I am going to go back, not tonight because I'm going to watch the WCW thing that I watch every week. But I think tomorrow, if I get some time, I'm going to go back, and I am really I suspended again. I'm going to watch both episodes 4 and 5 together because the whole leading up to this, I mean, I know all the I'm not talking about the garbage stuff that they're doing now. You know, I mean, the people that don't watch it and whatever. Okay, I'm not talking about. I'm talking like, you know, the things that have come out there from directors and stuff. They said like 4 and 5 originally was supposed to be one together, right? And I think I see that. And then they said they split her out. They said 5 was going to be like the most shockular. I'm not sure I see it that way. I don't know. We can get into it a little bit. Loved it best so far. Oh, well, Wookiee Fanatic loved it best so far. 5 out of 5. Show overall is solid 4 out of 5. Of course, you can give your opinion because you're here, Ruben. Right. Suspension is up. GTG Comics thumbs up. Hi. All right. So I guess we could start to get into it. First off, what's your thought on that, Ruben? Because you nodded. You nodded on that. You nodded, yeah, maybe watching both of the episodes might give some clarity. It's going to be tough because I was thinking about it. My wife had to ask a question. Halfway through, my wife asked like 3 questions. And I think when we talk about it on Sunday, those 3 questions, we were just talking about this. This is why we're late because we told Dom to stop because we don't want to ruin anything. And he just kept going back there. So we couldn't get him to calm down. No, you didn't. Ruben shook his head on this. He's like, there's something that I said, and then Dom went wild on it. And then I looked over at Ruben, and Ruben was nodding the whole time. And I said, I think you missed something there. And then, listen,
I didn't miss anything. I'll go back, but I didn't miss anything. But I'm telling you.
No. Stop. Don't tell us anything.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the last 4 episodes, I'm telling you, I have my theories, and that's it. And that's sticking. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, some of your theories a lot of your theories have already been proven wrong.
Well, we're proven wrong. Hey, listen. Well, first of all, the one theory was right.
Hold on, Dom. Well, the theories are supposed to be this. You're supposed to have one theory in the whole thing, maybe a secondary theory, or you can expand on it. You literally throw all this shit up against the wall and hope so. Ruben, hold on, Dom. Hey, hold on. Darth Negativity is coming on. Before he does, Ruben is a bystander for the most part. All right? Ruben, what I just said, would you assess that situation correctly? Dom just throws a bunch of shit up at the wall, and if any of it hits, then he goes, I was completely 100% right. My theories are all great.
I've seen him be slightly right on some things, and him be like, okay, I have this theory, this theory, this theory, this theory. This one was kind of right, so I'm right. Yeah. But I've also seen him be right the majority of it. So in this situation...
Yeah, that's a rarity. That is a rarity. But I once again think sometimes is that what gets him going, like hyped, right? So I think we have to set that because what he was saying, he was guaranteeing something behind the scenes, saying it absolutely happened, and me and Ruben were like, maybe not so fast. He's like, no, 100%. That's why this is a 5 for 5. And you're like,
still sticking with it. I don't care what anybody says until it's over with. Then I could be.
I think we should have. I think we should have Dub. I would hate to do this to Dub, but I think he should have to go back and clip all the stuff Dub said about this series.
Hey, listen, people come to see the theories, man, and the theories are freaking awesome. Coming from me, exactly. So
people do not know. I also don't think that's completely exactly what they do all the time. But you do have some good theories. You do have some good theories. Hey, JJ, which one is you? Because now you've got a bunch of stuff rotating. But after that, I guess, like. What do you think about that, Ruben? What do you think about me? Hey, JJ, is that you? Or is that Frozen you? Oh, that's you.
Yep, I think I found that word.
Oh, there you go.
It was Frozen.
JJ, so what I already we're killing it on Twitter again. Look at the number. Like, I don't get it. We just kill it on the twits. All right. But here's the thing that I really want to see, because we've got a crowd. Ruben already spoiled it, right? We know Dom is hyped because he thinks he got one thing correct, so he's over the moon with it. But I really think if I watch, well, yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, you just got hit one, miss five. Hey, shooter's got to shoot though. He does. You gotta love Dom. He doesn't stop shooting. He'll shoot all day long. He makes one. He's like Kobe.
Yeah.
We love you, Dom. But what I was saying earlier, what kind of missed it is, I actually think I need to, not today because the WCW thing's on. I kind of have a pause upstairs, but and it's the last episode of that. But like tomorrow, if I get some time, I'm going to try to watch 4 and 5 together, because originally it was supposed to be, that was like a combo episode. They said they split it up. They said this was like the most shockular episode of all time. I thought there were some very good points in this episode. I thought there was some stuff I was like, oh shit. But once they started going down a certain road, I was like, oh, I mean, they kind of telegraphed it, right? Like they started to go away, and then it's full send, fuckers. They were, which I didn't have a problem with. The only problem I have now is like, there was some verbiage they used and some things they said, and then it seemed to halt the progress they were doing in the storyline. That's the only small critique I'll give.
You're gonna halt it more because you have to, right?
Yeah. Well, Dom says you're kind of breaking up dark negativity, but Dom says there's gonna be flashback episode, which I thought. I guess I guess my biggest complaint with this episode, and just take this just as maybe a preference. I think they could have done some background story, filtered some stuff, not give us a flashback episode, the next episode or 2 down, and they could have just peppered it in here instead of giving us some bullshit that they gave us, and like we could have just taken care of it, right? They could have cleaned it up a little. It was a little sloppy. Good episode, but that's where I guess my beef is a little sloppy.
I would agree with that if they did an entire episode of a backflash like they did in the past. Now, if they pepper in another episode with backflash, then I would disagree with you. But if we get an entire 40 minutes of backflash, then I'm going to be like, okay.
Well, you got to understand the next episode. You got to get the other side of the story, which is going to probably be just as long as the first side. So either next episode or episode 7 is going to be.
I think you may not get it next episode. So the director for episode 7 is the same one that did 3. It's not necessarily, obviously,
episode 3 was a flashback.
Thing. Breaking up, GJ.
3 was the flashback episode.
I can't. Yeah. I think what he's saying is you probably wouldn't do 2 flashbacks, even though it's the same director on it, like because you'd give him a chance at doing something else. But once again, I don't think there needs to be that much peppering. We saw where the flashback kind of ended, correct?
Yeah. That's
really all we need. That can be corrected in literally a minute, maybe 45 seconds. Can be done with a couple words. Can be a point where 2 people meet each other and say, hey, this is what happened. You see the flashback for 30 seconds. Story over.
I know. I wish that was that easy. The complex of the story, like the 3rd episode, the way they showed everything in the 3rd episode, there's a lot more content in it. For 30 minutes, 30 seconds, it's going to be.
I don't know if there is a lot more. I don't think there's a lot more.
I wouldn't mind the episode going where it progresses.
I definitely don't want dance.
And they're talking, and then they just show little bits of flashback. But I really think it's going to be a whole flashback episode again, and people and JJ is going to lose it when it happens. He's going to damn.
I'm just saying in general, I know you're saying that, but they don't need it. They don't need, you need to find out a couple things. Are some people still alive, which you can easily do in 1 sentence. Mm-hmm. And what happened in that one, not to spoil it, what happened with the dead people on the ground. That's it. That's all. In episode 3.
Witches.
Yeah, with the witches. That's all you need. That's at most 3 sentences. That is not a fucking pepper it here, there, everywhere else. We've had 80 chances to fucking pepper it already.
I know. When you see the trailer, when they show the trailer, you see the fight scene between Kanaka and Tobin. That scene. You see Tobin's face all bloodied. You see that scene. You see the speeder bikes. You see Soul, not the one hand in the one flashback, he has a one hand, but in the second flashback, he has two hands holding something back. So there's a couple of things that are not measuring up. So you have to see that whole other side to understand the story. And
hey Joseph, what's up?
It would be nice.
No, I'm saying that, but once again, Dom, you're taking every single thing that's in a trailer, and we've mentioned this 100 times. Not necessarily. We break those trailers down all the time, and at the end of every time breaking them down, every single time there's stuff that does not show up in the show.
No, it's true. No, that's true. I like.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Close
spoiler
your eyes.
free.
No, but I had to. It was funny.
Spoiler free. Spoiler free. All right.
Close your eyes, and your eyes can deceive you. And that alien that couldn't close his eyes, they actually cut that scene out. If you really think about it, that scene because it got so much heat, and so many memes because of that. But yeah, that's understandable. But maybe half episode flashback, and the rest.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, Wookiee's saying that he, it could be short, but in the trailer we do see Kalnaka fighting. I'm pretty sure Wookiee would want to see a full one.
Yes.
Or at least a 2-3 minute fight scene with him.
But that could have just been.
I want to see that. I want to see a Wookiee fight.
I know. Because we freaking lost our opportunity.
It's also expensive. That might have hit the floor because it's kind of expensive to do that. You never know. But that's also something that got people talking, right? When that first came out, people were like, "Oh, sweet, we're gonna get to see a Wookiee and he's gonna be fighting." Now, I mean, there's 3 episodes left, and we have a lot. We have not a lot to do and a lot to do, if you know what I mean, because of how this episode went, where there were parts where they literally could have. I guess the first 4 episodes where I kept saying, hey, they're really doing this great. Like, it's fast. Like, it's good. When I was saying fast, I was like, the pacing is really good. It really felt like on this one, they kind of were like purposely slowing it down so they don't hit the finish line, which is not exactly.
Now, do you appreciate it? Oh, I was going to ask you, do you appreciate them slowing it down, kind of giving us a little bit more of a story? Because when the first part of it goes by super fast, and then you get to a point where you're like, they need some kind of explanation about but they don't even give us that much, but they do slow it down.
So once again, me and you heard some verbiage there that they might have been dropping that I think Dom overlooked.
You know what?
But what I'm saying is, so like, once again, that's where, since they dropped the verbiage, since they had those words in the show, that's where you pepper stuff in or you go a little bit more. That's where, like, they had plenty of opportunities. I'm hoping that when we look back on this episode, it doesn't feel as bad as how we're talking about right now, because right now it looks like this was started off as a hot episode ready to go, and then they pulled off the gas and then started misfiring. And what I'm wondering is if they would have just put the first 20 minutes on the back end of last week's show, like,
or just made it one show. I mean, it was the length of about one show. Could have just been an hour-long episode, really, in reality.
That would have been a banger. You're right. It would have been
44 minutes? How long was this episode?
30.
Like 44 minutes?
No, not even close. Last week was, 34 minutes with the credits. I think this week was about the same. So,
okay,
I mean, you could have made it like 1 hour-long episode. Yeah.
That's what Disney has to start doing. I got to start making hour-long episodes to stop the bullshit. But anyway.
Is this a fight that rivals the sequels?
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to spoil too much. But
you guys know the way I feel about the sequels. I actually enjoyed them. I think the fight in this episode was done a lot better. Not so
better
much
than
better than.
I think when we got sequel fights, you're probably talking Rin and Ray.
I think he's talking about the prequels, not the sequels.
See, I think the Snook Room one was done pretty well. I think this.
I like that one too, but it wasn't them against each other.
So how I'll take, because we're not going to spoil. There's a fight scene. We saw it coming, but I would say that this fight scene, once again, that's what if they didn't step off the gas, then hell yeah. it crushed all the sequel fight scenes. There's not a fight scene in the sequels.
I think the prequels. I think it's talking about the prequels, not the sequels, because Leslie Headland said that it rivals the fight with Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, that's what she said.
It's the prequels, not
the exact same
sequels,
length. To answer that earlier question, they're the exact same 34-minute runtime for both.
Okay, so there's a part in the prequels where they step off the fucking gas too. So like, I mean, if she's saying it's not
the way I look at this fight scene, and I don't think it's spoiler to say that this fight scene, but one of these days we're gonna get a Star Wars director that will learn to shoot a fight scene in like one take and not cut back and forth interlacing other things. I didn't mind it so much in this, but I want that one day. I want a one-take fight scene in a Star Wars production.
Yeah, but you know what?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's where
not that easier said than done.
No, you could have easily done it.
They do it all the time and everything. They did it in Daredevil when Daredevil was on Netflix. That was what 10 years ago.
No, they did that. They took seasons.
We're gonna try without spoiling this. I can't do it without spoiling it because I can tell you how they could have done it. That's what I'm telling you when me and Ruben are agreeing on stepping out the gas and JJ taking your foot off the gas.
Ruben agrees with everything, man. Ruben agrees with anything. Oh yeah, I seen it too. How come I could have said I seen it too? Oh, I know what you're talking about. But Ruben's always yeah. I seen it too. Come on, man.
Damn, what are you two? Hey, go back to nice Dom, not mean Dom.
You gotta relax with that.
No, what I'm saying is like
you see things that.
Yeah, I know. These two guys are going out here. You guys go fight for a little bit. See how that one works out. All right. No, I think I'm trying not to say this in different terms to spoil it because I know we got a bunch of people in the chat already spoiling shit everywhere. But like, there was parts. I think what JJ's saying is if you push some of the parts together, because there were some cool things that happened. Something you actually mentioned in the pre-show, Dom, that you found was really cool. How is there 64 live on this? Anyways. Some of the people that you found were really like something you said that was like, this is really cool. If you actually did that in the fight scene in the beginning, like didn't stop the fight scene for the other bullshit. That's what we're saying. Like, just do that all at once. One big fight scene, get it all done, and then sort the fucking pity shit, the dumb shit about the. I don't want to say. Damn, I almost.
The whole thing is that we all know from all types of movies that. The one long scene is always something that you have to stop and talk and have a chat and do things to slow the pace down. You have to pick up the pace and slow it down because you got to have the talk in there and then pick up the pace again.
Hey, you're not in bed here, bro. This isn't how. No. You're talking about something completely different. This ain't like making love, dude. You could just go hard, bro. You could just fucking
like you want to go right in, but. You can't just go right in. You have to have a little pillow talk, foreplay before you go right in. So you have to do it. Come on.
Dom, I'm just saying, like, they let it. That's what.
Let's start our own Star Wars show.
they stopped off. Yeah. All right. Anyways, Dom, just give us out of 5 what you got this so that people can hear it and then they can just boo you and then move on. Dom, what do you got out of 5?
I'll be honest with you. All kidding aside, I actually liked last week's episode. I liked last week's episode a lot. This one, I give it a 5 out of 5 because I liked what happened. I liked how things progressed. Yes, things slowed down and went up, this and that. But I thought the pacing was good. I actually thought the pacing was good. I thought the dialogue was a little, there's some moments, but 5 out of 5 for me, because of the action and what transpiring. So I like.
You gave it 5, right? Yeah. All right, Ruben, what do you got?
I'm actually going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. The only reason is it had me at the beginning, and then the reveal, I was like, and then the pacing at the end. I can't give it a 5. Yeah. I have to give it a 4.5.
Fair. Once again, I think JJ hit it right. Like, I was just kind of down on it together, but and Ruben, what you're saying, I think if they did just make it 1 hour-long episode, I think that's the mistake. I really think that's a big mistake. 2, because you get that. Remember where we got cut off. He drops out of the air, flicks Osha out of the way, and then it's like done. Like the beginning of that's the pillow talk that Dom. So they got rid of it right away, and then it was like, now we're gonna slow down. What are we? What? So I don't know.
Well, you gotta I'm sorry. You got to open up the fact that yes, it ended in a kind of a cliffhanger on the 4th episode, and then picked up pace.
Yeah.
I get this.
Yeah, hide the edits. All right. What do you got?
Or they could have just because they could have just dropped 2 episodes together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, back to back.
They could have just done that.
Too. Yeah.
So, sorry,
Shit, they could have. Honestly, you want to know what they could have done? They could have put these episodes in the theater and dropped them together. Because I think if you would have done that, I think this would have been a banger in the theater. I'll be honest with you. Some of the stuff that happened, like that end part, everybody here knows 4 because you're all watching this, all 60, whatever, you guys. You've seen 4 already. The end of 4, when he comes gloating down there, flicks it up, and we see lightsabers going everywhere. That's a pop, bro. Yeah. Like that's like Ultimate Warrior coming down, shaking the rings, Hulk Hogan doing the thing. Like that's a pop. You would have got a pop in the theater. And then all of a sudden that leads into then it stops. Everybody's like, oh, and then it goes, and the next episode, and you just roll right into this.
Yeah.
And you roll into a couple of things that happen there.
It's intercut with some more running through the forest, which in my opinion, we got plenty of running through the forest last.
Right.
So I don't need more running through the forest.
There is not spoiler. There's a lot of running through the forest here.
Not spoiler, but yeah, they're in the forest.
Which, dude, stop with the running through the forest all the goddamn time. Like,
now I'm just saying the whole thing when it comes to the episode, because you have to wait a week, kind of took the momentum, if you really think about it, so out of it a little bit when you had to wait that week.
I don't think it did. I was ready for this. I was like, all right, let's go.
I enjoyed it, but waiting, the anticipation. But I understand where some people are coming from.
The Peter Pan. I need to do the Peter Pan.
Peter Pan off the top rope.
They said Mary Poppins, but
it was a spoonful of sugar coming down. Whatever you want to call it, dude. I'm telling you, like in the theaters, that would have banged. Anyways, what do you got, Dark Negativity?
So for the action, a 4.5. I thought there were some things out of that didn't make a lot of sense. I don't know if people caught it. There might have even been a continuity. I have to go back and watch and see.
There's something that happened in episode 4. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So as far as that goes, I give it 4.5. As far as like character development, plot development, that type of thing, 2 or 2.5, so maybe a 3.5, kind of average it out. I had a problem with a couple things they did character wise, and then the last 10 minutes when they kind of took you out of that and slowed it down, like we said, it got a little bit rougher, especially some of the dialogue. I don't want to get too spoilery, but there's one scene where we get a back and forth, which is almost a mirrored image of a back and forth we got a couple episodes.
Yeah.
And that was boring and not needed really. So I don't know. Indian 3.5, maybe a 4. I'll usually, like I said, I watch it from like a TV critic perspective. And I'll watch it from a Star Wars perspective probably later this week and see where they line up and maybe go up or down. Kind of what I got.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. That's once again, I'm torn between giving it a 4 and a 3.5. I'm leaning more towards the 4. It wasn't just that they took off the brakes at the end there. There's a part in the middle too where they kind of like, okay, let's with some nonsense, and it was all nonsense. It like, just what are we doing here? And like that's where I was like, okay. And actually, while something happened there, my wife asked some questions. I was like, oh, da 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 da. And then when you have time to talk in what's supposed to be the most action-filled part of the show, like it's not full of action if you're able to talk without pausing TV. That means that dialogue's kind of weak. So there are some dialogue issues that we're having. The conversation between the two people that you brought up that they had before and they had again, I didn't have a problem with it initially. I have a problem with them. That's where I'm saying, like, don't repeat it. Just that's where the 2 sentences or the flashback needs to come in. Stop repeating the same bullshit.
I know we were going to get one in the middle of them having that conversation. I thought we were, but we didn't.
I thought we were too.
I thought the screen was going to cut and go to a flashback, but
yeah, I thought it was, and I wouldn't have had a problem. I'll be honest with you. I would have liked it better than what they did with it. So I'm going to go, because I said I have to watch them together, and I think talking to you guys some more, I was leaning like 3.75. Now that we're supposed to be doing that, so I'm gonna go. What's that?
I was all damn.
Yeah, so like yeah, there's
495,837.
Yeah, that they were supposed to go that way. So I guess I'm gonna go with the 4. But by Sunday, that might switch back to 3.5 after I watch 4 with it again, because I'm just like, there's just like something there that just like is off. 3.1. No, 3.75. You know, it's between 3.5 and 4.0. So I was leaning towards I'm leaning towards a 4, but I'm in between 3.5 and 4. So, but like there's points in there we kind of did it, so I don't want to kill it too much. But like, and I hate to do it because it's not, will eventually ruin it. But like, there's multiple points in there where I felt either tell us the story, develop the characters, and lean into it, or stop referencing stuff you're not going to give us till another couple episodes. And what the part that worries me is this is now 2 episodes in a row where we have gone back and referenced stuff multiple times. And like you said, the dialogue very similar. Multiple times the dialogue's been very similar. And we're going to give you a little, and they don't give you anything. They just don't give it to you. And it's like,
and I mean,
and I don't think it's that big of a reveal, by the way.
Yeah. The reveal we did get in this episode, and again, without getting spoilery about it, but it's not that much of a reveal. It was the kind of the thing you expected to happen almost, given what they've shown you. So
yeah, the reveal wasn't.
I was expecting more of a like my eyes are deceiving me type of thing, and they didn't do that. So that was
I actually think they might not have done. That's where me and Ruben agree. We don't think they did what they.
I don't know. Showed. They've been very deliberate about everything they've done so far, and we're 5 episodes in. I thought that too. Especially even last episode.
There's 2 points, and it's only the talking.
Everything is very deliberate, given what we've seen so far.
Right, I would agree on that. Except for they also every time they talk about something, and multiple times about not telling you but referencing a point, and there's 2 points where they reference something that would
I don't know
tell you that we're going to reveal something, and it's not what you. And one of them was after that quote unquote reveal. They said that they were going to reveal. You know what I mean? So,
and I don't want to, again, not spoiling anything. We'll get more into the conversation, I'm sure, on Sunday.
Oh, for sure.
The like, there's even some dialogue between not just the one we were talking about earlier, but between the other 2 characters, which did make a lot of sense, and almost makes you wonder if something else is going on. I don't want to get into wild theories or anything.
No. Yeah, that's what I think we're on the same page on that. I think we're both saying, like, I think that's it's either garbage. It's either you're right. The dialogue is 0.5 that they're doing here, right? They're just spitting out words for no reason, or. But I can't imagine that's true because they're doing the same thing about how we're going to have this flat. Like, we're not going to tell you what happened that night. We're going to tell you what happened that night. Let's tell you what happened. Let's tell you what happened that night. But they don't tell you what happens that night, and it's kind of like. So are the other things that they keep saying also something they're gonna?
Yeah, it's like they're playing you for a head fake, waiting, and it just never comes, and it keeps getting. It's like when I had to make a Game of Thrones a comparison.
Shoot! Well, hold on. Hey, blow in real quick.
Like when
blow and put the game back in. Hold on. Put the game back in. Tap it on the side. Do the jiggly thing. Do the jiggly thing with the Nintendo, like where you get in the middle. Put 2 games in there, maybe. You know what I mean?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember having to do that.
Damn it, dude. He probably had a really good point, too, because he's talking about Game of Thrones. Damn it. Anyways, but yeah, so I mean, that's what.
Am I back?
Oh, you did. Yeah. You froze. So tell the Game of Thrones thing. Shit, he froze again. Damn,
dude.
All right.
You need Star Wars internet, man. Come on. You need something intergalactic internet because you like sticks. You and sticks have the worst internet. Come on.
Well, I'm out here. There's been a lot of power outages in the northern Midwest lately. Been hit with a lot of weird weather and everything else. But yeah, I mean, I think we've got. It scares me. It scares. Does it scare anybody else that there's 3 episodes left and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of story left?
Well, listen, they're getting to the point. That's where the flashback's coming, and then you have 2 episodes, and then you get the big reveal at the end.
Think about what you said though, Dom. There's 3 episodes, so you get 1 full flashback episode. That how much are you gonna flesh out in a flashback episode? You don't need 30 minutes of runtime for a flashback episode at this point. You don't. Can we all agree on that?
I know.
We've already seen it.
You say that, you all say that, but it's what they say. When they do it, there's a reason why it has to be that way. As much as you guys don't want to, I don't want it either. I always want to reveal this and that. But at the end of the day, it's something for the other side of the story. So
why am I waiting? Why am I waiting for Dom to get Kobe? He'll be doing it on Sunday. I guarantee it. The Red Wedding, is that what you're trying to reference, JJ?
No, that was not it. I kind of lost my point now.
No, all right. Yeah, but I mean, that's where. So this is my one thing now. Depending on what happens, this might.
The waiting is like when George R. R. Martin's like the dragons and the zombies are coming to Game of Thrones. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I feel like that's what we're getting with the reveal.
Yeah, wait for the last book. Yeah, just wait for it.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. Yeah, but I mean, that's the sinking feeling after it ended, and maybe that's why I'm a little bit like, let's go back and watch the 2 episodes, is because now I'm worried, like, it seems like we only need 1 episode to finish this fucking story, right? Mm-hmm. Give us 40 minutes, do an hour if you need it, but don't give us 3 more episodes. We do not need 3 more episodes at this point.
Well, you're probably going to need it because there's some more of the story that's going to happen that has to push it. Like how long are the episodes? The last 3 episodes,
like 28 minutes, 29 minutes, so 30.
There you go. You know, a little bit of the story there, a little bit, and then the finale.
Soul doesn't die at the end. And no, see, hey, you know what we should do is have chat that haven't seen it yet. Guess which one of Dom's 20 fucking theories.
Nope, I'm just saying it from the beginning. From the beginning. So, we will see.
You mean when you called him the dyad? When you called him the dyad in episode 1?
Hey, listen, it's still not over yet. You still don't know the twist.
Kobe.
You still don't know what's going on. Wait.
Kobe.
Wait. And at the end, if I'm wrong,
dude, no, you did. No, that's not true because you did it with Ahsoka, and then you kept going like, "See, I told you," kind of something like.
Even if I get the victory, certain individuals try to twist it, saying, "Oh, well, actually, it's not what you were saying." Meanwhile, it was. Listen. I can take criticism on the chin if I'm wrong.
Yoda shows up. Right. You cannot. No, Tom, you cannot take it. As everybody agrees sometimes, and I love it. But like you literally, it's like miss 6. All of a sudden, you throw it up in the air. It hits the top of the scoreboard, bounces off the rim 4 times. And a gust of wind comes in, the ball falls in, and you're like, Kobe meant to do that. Who else could do that shit? Oh man, it's hilarious.
Hey John, this show.
He really loves it. No, he
gave it a 5 out of 5. It can't be that.
I'll be honest with you. I am definitely more like into this show than I thought I would be, and I'll be honest. From the, before the show came on, I had my doubts. Like I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the show. Even it gets all the negative feedback and people are trashing it, and destroying it. And all that. I don't care, man. I want
was the ghostwriter for this show. I think.
I'm enjoying it.
Taking his ideas.
I'll tell you this. No, there's a lot of there's a lot of Domisms in this one. This is why I love it so much. As much as he was knocking all the pre stuff, how this is coming out, it does seem like the only criticism, I guess, is like it is really a Dom. Like it's a fan girl because it's a girl who did it. There's really elements of fandom in here, right?
Yeah.
Like not professional. There's some non-ass professional shit in this.
There's a lot taken from lore.
There was something in
people probably.
There's something in here that it's in both High Republic and in actual lore, but they did they're literally Dom just randomly throwing shit up against the wall. That's why he's loving this because they are throwing so much shit against the wall. They're taking some shit from Legacy. They're taking some like half-ass shit from the new stuff. They're doing some people online Reddit fucking chats, and they're throwing all that shit in there and going, here you guys go. Mix it up, throw it out there. And yeah, some of the dialogue is, you know what I'm saying, you hear what I'm saying, but you know what, Dom, do it. So I sound stupid trying to do you. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
well, you can't do it without demand. You're not I get it.
Yeah.
But what Dom does, there's some, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what Dom uses when he can't verbally put out what he wants to say. And that's the writer seems to use this cutback of, we're going to tell you this. We're going to tell you this. We're going to tell you, just, you know what I'm saying? You substituted it. Dom wrote this. I am not going to be surprised if at the end of this, it's all exposed that technically the whole time Dom was the writer on the show.
Well, good listen, job, hey, Wookie, for that. Yes, my complaint is I have to wait 7 days for this damn thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want it all at once. You can have it all at once, but you know what? Be intrigued.
Yeah.
I got concussed. Anyways, so pretty good stuff, I guess. I mean, we're still watching it. We're still enjoying it. There's still a lot of good chatter going on.
Now,
I guess.
Do you see any backlash about the stuff that did come from Legends?
Dude, there's nothing else. There's literally, I think the people that give backlash don't even know what because they don't know Legends. So yeah, they're 100%. But this is what I'm telling you, because you guys send me that stuff, and what do I always say? These people, that doesn't make sense. They don't know Star Wars. I mean, and that's okay. Like I get it. Like that's their content. Like when you really look at some of these losers, like they don't have anything. And the only thing they have when they're in their parents' basement is try to put out content, because the minute the content dries up, and I will tell you that the money isn't the same as it used to be 2 years ago. So they're already having trouble, that the only other things they can do is get people angry. It's one of the easiest emotions to get a reaction out of, because you're going to make them angry one way or other. You're either going to point your finger. There's that great speech that Michael Douglas gave in that one movie where he was the president. He's running against some dude. And he goes, all this guy does is he points the finger, tells you they're to blame for it, and it's their fault, but he's got no solutions on how to fix it. And this is one of those, it's always been the easiest thing. You can get people, you can point and go, they're a problem. It's them. This is why your life sucks. This is blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That's great. You're going to get more clicks that way. We could do the shit. It ain't hard to do it. Dom did it for a little bit. But then it becomes the toxic shit that you get into. And does that make your life...
The sad thing
you end up where you're going to end up. You know what I mean? Like
last episode, people lost their minds because they put him in the thing. How the fuck is he in there? How's this? How's that?
How's what and where?
Mundi. You know about Mundi.
Why? Yeah. Why does anybody care?
People complain that it ruins continuity because of what he said in the Phantom Menace. And you sit there that all his...
Okay, cool. Watch it. Thank you for watching. It's funny how they all... This is the funny part that I think. They'll tell you nobody ever watches this show, but they all sure got a lot of content of them watching this fucking show so they can complain about it. So keep doing it. Hey, watch our shit. Give me 1,000 thumbs down. I don't give you guys know I don't, especially behind the scenes. Tell them I give 0 fucks. Do it. Yeah. Watch it. But at least make sure you watch it and get my name right.
All of his origins and story is in Legends. Right. Nothing was planted in stone in.
Who cares, Dom? They don't.
I'm just saying.
But they don't know that. Do you think these fools could read? Do you think they could read? They can't read. It doesn't matter, Dom. That's what I'm saying. Don't get worked up about that. Like I don't even listen to that. They were mad at Mundi. Who the hell cares about sweaty penis head? Like seriously, you're worked up about that?
No, they get mad at that. But meanwhile,
you're worried about the dude who they drew on a comic book cover that looks like he's ejaculating out of his head. That's the dude you're worried about. You want to break down legacies and how Moody's been done wrong, then you go over to Dark Horse and you go call them out for making him look like he's spooging all over himself. You want to be mad at some stuff.
They want, the so-called trolls or fandom, whatever you want to call them, they want confirmation on how that's possible.
They don't want that. They don't want that.
They want to complain.
They don't want that.
You can give them the confirmation on how that's possible, Tom. But
very easily. They ain't gonna listen to it.
They're not gonna listen.
Dude, they don't even know when this takes place. Like, bro, that's so far from. Yeah,
I guarantee you there'll be some argument over how the lightsabers worked in this fight, and
which, by the way, I will tell you
why. Don't say why, but I'm saying they're not gonna know. You can give them the answer why, but they ain't gonna know what you're talking about because they don't care.
I talked about right before the show started. You missed it, JJ. I gave two examples: a current example and a former example.
Yep. Yeah. But it's not gonna matter. You can tell them.
Not gonna matter. They don't know that shit. And by the way, you don't have to be like the know-all Star Wars dude, like to know that you know what the fuck ever. And by the way, half the shit they could just look the shit up on Wiki. What's the one? Wikipedia.
Oh, Wikipedia.
Shit on Wikipedia. They shit about Wikipedia if they really gave a shit.
People who work for Wikipedia got death threats. They got death threats for changing Mundi's origin of what they did. But meanwhile, at the same time, Hold
on. What type of loser do you gotta be? And come on, get out of here. Like seriously, what type of loser you gotta be? Okay, we're done with all these losers. Forget these. I mean, these are the same incel fucks.
Well, you know what makes me laugh? The whole fact is that they complain about everybody, but who is the one that overlooks the entire?
Who's they? I literally haven't run into one person IRL in real. The only people that matter to me are people that I meet in real life. I've never ran into one person in real life that says the shit you regurgitate.
Who is the canon killer in who runs?
Who kills Cannon all the time? Yeah, Dave.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Dave destroys Cannon.
No one's getting mad at him, but they're getting mad at everybody else.
No, that's not true. I'm mad at Dave all the time. I call him out for rooting that shit all the time. I have a full-time job of doing that. Yeah. And I'm doing bullet points to show where he did it. I mean, come on, man. Like, get out of here with that.
At the end of the day, man, it's
whatever.
It's a disgusting. All
right, too long.
It's a disgusting thing out there, but
who cares? That don't affect my life. I'm still enjoying the show.
Look, I'm enjoying the show. I'm having a good time. You know, and as much as the only downside is that they wait 7 days. That's it.
Yeah, I think the only downside is there's 3 episodes left. I kind of like to see them wrap this up in 1 or 2, to be honest.
Actually, you know what? Okay, so I'm looking forward to this concludes. I'm really looking forward to Skeleton Crew. I want to see Skeleton Crew. You know, that's what I'm looking forward to. The end of the year.
Has that slowed down, or are they still full bore on this thing right here? Usually they get tired. They like need more hot pockets or Tito.
No, the memes haven't slowed down at all, unfortunately.
Oh, the memes are crazy. Memes and it gets worse. It's this, it's that.
I don't get hurt with it. Well, that's the same shit they always say though. I mean, they just reboots. How dare anybody? Yeah, like something anybody can log into.
Outrage, wrong.
Pompadour. Dom is growing the pompadour by Sunday. Why?
I don't know. That'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting.
With a pompadour.
I'd like to see how that happens. Romancing the Stone. Dom. This is the dark web. Yeah, Dom, dude, you know what you got to do? I think, Dom, you should just go private mode. Do you have an iPhone or an iPad? Is that what you look stuff up on, or are you an Android guy? What are you, an Android guy or?
No, I got an iPhone.
Okay, you gotta go private mode. That way you'll stop getting attacked by these bots, dude. You just go private mode. You'll be fine.
I don't want to seem spoilerly, so I don't want to put it on the screen, but is 00 what he says is his wife's statement there? Is that part of the problem or the solution though? That's what I'm not learning about. It's like this episode had everything I wanted to see, but it's only the 5th episode.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's where I'm kind of saying, like, dude, it seemed like they stretched the back end of this out, and then it's like, what are you going to do for 3 episodes? Because once again, we don't need a whole flashback episode. Mm-hmm. We don't.
You don't, but most likely they will.
Probably will.
It's kind of like what if a TV series kills it for 3 seasons and the 4th season is
jumping the shark
nonsense, like to fill in time because they got renewed or whatever. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
I do want to see what Torben did to where he was just like, I'm okay with killing myself. That is the one thing I do want to see. I don't want to hear it.
If he was that down and out about whatever he did, like you think he would have killed himself sooner, other than like waiting for May to just like show up out of nowhere and be like, "I've been waiting for you." Like,
why did he not exile himself? That's another thing too. I want to see why he did that.
Well, I don't think we have. Well, hold on, but can we talk about that real quickly? If we don't, we know that something happened. Once again, this is just something that can be fixed by Soul saying, "Hey, listen, the witches were trying to melt our mind. The mother was there with us. We went in there. The mother was there with us. She said she was going to give Usha to us. All of a sudden, this is not a spoiler. This is just shit I'm telling you to how to fix this dilemma. You have them say, hey, listen, your mother said that she's going to let you come with us. The other witches, your other mother and those witches tried to stop us. They started to do the mind melt thing on Torben, and he threw a lightsaber at it, or he was doing it, and we ended up doing the Sith reverse of the Sith bomb. Since everybody likes fucking Legacy so much, even though they don't, could you see what happens if fucking they do the Jedi Sith bomb instead of the Sith bomb? And
I don't know. And to me, it's I hope it doesn't end up like you watch documentaries, right, Marco?
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody else does on the panel, but when you watch documentaries, sometimes there's good documentaries that keep you engaged, right? But sometimes you run into these documentaries that are like 2 hours long, and they take 2 hours to explain to you something that probably could have been explained in 20 or 30 minutes.
Or didn't need to be there at all.
Yeah. And so I hope that's not what we run into with the last 3 episodes, is that something we could have explained in 1 episode is stretched to 3.
That's what I'm thinking. Wait, there was more here.
Prisoners.
Yeah, I think, but that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Cosmic, I think you missed the front side of what we were kind of saying. Is like they could have combined. That's the one criticism I'll give this, is they could have combined some of this. Yeah, I'd agree with that, JJ. And that's what I'm kind of worried about here now with the stepping off the gas and kind of reducing it. But like I said, all that stuff. I mean, if he just says that, we don't need to see why Torben. Like if you just go, hey, look, man, they were in his heads. They fucked him up the whole time. And then after that, he was always feeling anger. So he decided to become a way seeker or whatever, because he was thinking about killing himself because what the moms did to him when she tried to melt his head. That's also an acceptable answer. But we don't need to see that. I just said it in 10 seconds? Obviously clean that shit up a little bit. But you could do that in 10 seconds.
I think Kanaka also was possessed by the witches too. And that's another
they could have possessed multiple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, But once again, Dom, none of that shit needs to be a whole episode, 20-minute, 30-minute episode. That's 2 sentences, and we're done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. The Jedi bombing movie. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like a lot of stuff, I liked it.
Do we agree we all love this episode?
We liked it. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. We just rated it. You said 5. I gave it like a 4 or 3.5 on 2. Dark Negativity gave it like a 3.5, somewhere around there, right?
It kept changing as the show.
3.5. So like, yeah, hell yeah, man. I mean, it's good enough that we all like it. I mean, hey, can I hear one thing? Was there a lot of feedback about the squirrel, groundhog, rat?
I love that dude.
Yeah, you mean on the interwebs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not that I care about the interwebs much.
Yeah, you know why? There's something that was said in the 4th episode.
Yeah.
Verbiage wise, and people lost their shit.
Oh, the thing, they called it a thing or an it or whatever.
No, they call
it is he or them with us.
The fucking sniffing squirrel rodent fucking rat thing that we don't even know that somehow wears fucking goggles. The alien. Okay, cool.
It's the alien.
Yeah.
Wears goggles in human clothes.
Yeah, them.
For some reason.
That creature,
them damn aliens. Them damn aliens are real trouble.
That creature was first introduced in Han Solo's Revenge, the novel. That creature, the race of creature.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, thank you for that insight.
Yeah,
right. Anything above 2 for Dark Negativity, that's a whole run. I almost hit one of those runs today. All right, guys. Take it easy. We'll see you on Sunday, where we will. I'm gonna go. We're gonna get in a big. I feel like I want to go to bed, or watch the WCW thing. Who killed WCW? It's their last episode tonight, so I'm gonna watch that. But I'm going to tell you also that make sure you tune in. It will be 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. I think I haven't talked to JJ and Wayseeker about this, but I think we're gonna move up the review for Acolyte into either slot number 2 or slot number 3, not slot number 5 anymore. Especially for these last couple ones, especially for this one. For this week, we might move the slot up. So if you guys just want to come in there, I know I haven't been chaptering lately, had a lot of stuff personally going on. But we're going to move that up. So we'll probably just do news, flash into that real quickly, or maybe do a little bit of comics. We might move comics into news. Make sure you check us out here on Renovision at 9:15 Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. Make sure you check out all the other great shows. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. I guess this has been okay weekly. I don't know, man. I don't know. Thank you for everybody who's tuning in wherever the hell you're tuning in from. We don't know where. We just know you're tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you guys later. Thanks. Oh, wait. How do I get out of here again? Oh, yeah. We got to do an exit. We got to make exits for this shit. I'm all off on this.